Today we're going to talk about the powered air purifying respirator. So you will locate them on Rescue 7 and Brush 2 as well. They will be in these green CERT backpacks. They are organized respectively as we'll go over them. Open the main zipper, the main bag. You'll pull out the unit. The unit is made by Ford. NIOSH compliance. We have the main unit. We have the mask. We have the tube. The unit itself is powered by a DeWalt battery. Charging capabilities would just be on a DeWalt battery charger. Attempt to use the DeWalt charger that came with the unit itself. Inside the unit you'll have the 5-hour battery, and then you'll have a spare 3-hour battery in your smaller container here in your backpack. So other inclusions for your backpack will be your test tube. Test tube will be used prior to use of equipment, as well as checking, as well as after use to make sure it is still usable. Again, in your smaller pocket, you have your 3-hour battery. So the unit itself has a filter built in. The filter, it's a pretty sensitive filter. You want to make sure that you do not get in contact with any contaminants. Exhaust, you do not want to get it wet. Keep it in a lower humidity setting, and then as well as temperature differences. The manual states that you want to keep between a 32 to 100 degree temperature difference. So any questions you might have, you do want to definitely reference the Ford respirator warranty manual. So everything that happens with this is in compliance with NIOSH. NIOSH sent out a whole bunch of information that will basically tell you that it needs to be used only with the pandemic at hand. So at this time we are in compliance with the COVID epidemic, and it is in compliance to such. So we have a tube here. The tubes are clearly marked. If you look at the blue ends, first of all, they've got the black pinch points. The pinch points are the release points. If you look on the tubes, one end will have tube blower. The other end will obviously go to your mask or your respirator or your hood. We have a cap protection system. That is also where your tester will go as well. So we have a belt on the actual respirator itself. It'll fit most people. Okay, so the thing I would caution everyone with on this is taking it on and off. When you're ready to take it off, make sure someone has a hold of it, if not yourself. If they're dropped more than 3 feet, then they are going to lose their capabilities. They will not be in compliance anymore. That is per NIOSH. So make sure you do not drop these more than 3 feet. With your hose, you want to inspect your hose. You want to make sure that it is obviously not dry rotted. There are no breaks, cracks, anything in it. This is your lifeline from your respirator to your hood. You want to make sure that it is properly secured to your respirator and then to your hood as well. The hoods come pre-packaged as such. You want to make sure that your hood mask is not bent in any way. You want to keep them, store them as flat as possible. So whenever you're stuffing them in back in your backpack, make sure that they are stuffed accordingly so the mask does not bend. We want to replenish these through NCAD. So the ambulance department that we work with, you want to make sure and get more hoods after you use these through them. The other equipment, the charger again will be off the apparatus and out of the bag. Make sure that you're not charging them in high temperature situations as well as low temperature situations. Make sure the indicator on the battery is showing good. You want to charge them after every use and with every check, so we should have a weekly, you need to charge these as well. Okay, so Mondays on Rescue 7, Mondays on Brush 2, check these. Make sure the bags are kept in good condition, inspect everything. We want to keep these out of the elements as much as possible, so make sure they don't get in touch with too much moisture or exhaust of the trucks. So another barrier, the bag will do so. I believe that is it on the inventory for now.